Hi landlords, this is Matt Lyman, your host of the Landlord Advocates. Welcome back. We recently did a video regarding the administrative law judges in the state of New York who decided to pass an order that no evictions would be heard at all throughout this eviction moratorium, which is August 20th, 2020. Well, we had an issue with that. We have contacts that we know in the upper parts of the court, and we reached out to them. We explained to them on how the administrative law judge's order conflicts with the governor's executive order 202-28, how they conflict with each other. And we told them how. And they looked it over and they agreed with us that there is a level of confusion that you can get from looking at both of those orders, and that they would look them over and get back to us. Well, they kind of got back to us. Still not too sure what they're going to do. So our team has decided that on June 22nd, Monday, June 22nd, we are going to attempt to file eviction cases in one of our local courts. Now, why June 22nd? The first executive order by Governor Cuomo was on March 20th, 2020, and that was going to be for 90 days. That meant no evictions were going to happen until after June 20th, 2020. No evictions whatsoever, no cases to be heard, no evictions to be decided, no sheriff or marshal to put people out, nothing. Well, on May 7th, he extended that moratorium to August 20th, 2020. But there was a caveat. There's a difference between the two. The caveat was that if a tenant was on unemployment facing a financial hardship or eligible for unemployment, that they could not be evicted and they could not even have the case filed in court. And we pointed that out to them, and they said, okay, well, hopefully they're going to address that and they're going to change it. We're not too sure yet. But we're going to attempt to file. And if we are turned away and we're not allowed to file, we're going to reach back out to those upper levels of the court and mention this discontent and say there's an impasse here. Can you please decide what you're going to do? Hopefully they'll do that. We're not the only ones that have an issue with this. We know that there's landlord associations out there and other firms that have reached out to the government and expressed the same discontent. Hopefully the government will see these various organizations and people and firms addressing this and will change it. We're hoping. One of our contacts stated that the reason why the administrative law judges have decided to not hear any evictions until after August 20th was the ambiguous nature of the financial hardship aspect of the executive order 202-28. Well, since May 7th, that's what our channel has been saying. That's what our team has been saying. It's ambiguous. We've been saying that Governor Cuomo deliberately made it ambiguous as to try to understand what does it mean. What is a financial hardship? Well, the court has decided that we don't want to deal with that issue, so therefore we're not even going to hear this case until after August 20th, 2020, any case regarding an eviction until after that time frame. One of our team members said to us that, is that not the role of the court to make a decision? Well, we agree. We all agree. Every landlord agrees. Here in this state and every other state. Allow the cases to be filed. Allow the tenants to be brought to court to prove that they were facing a financial hardship, that they were on unemployment, or that they are eligible for unemployment. Let them prove that. The other aspect that we have a problem with when it comes to this, as most of you all know this already, is that those who are on unemployment are making more money now, not working, than when they were. Well, you know, landlords, when you take a tenant to court for non-payment of rent, They can't say to the court, I lost my job, I have no money, I got nothing, I can't pay my rent, I can't pay my rent, I have no money. Not having money is not a defense. Losing your job is not a defense to stop an eviction. The eviction would be granted and the landlord would get a money judgment for the money owed and the eviction. Well, if the tenant is making more money now than when they were working, how can that be a defense to not paying rent? How can that not be? They're making money, they're making more. Allow this information to be presented in court. Allow the landlord to present it now so that if the evidence is proven in our favor, meaning the landlord's favor, then the landlord would be able to get the eviction and get a judgment for the tenant and get them out. But to say no evictions whatsoever until after August 20th is a grave disservice to landlords. It really is, and you know it is. Now, we're pushing for this eviction moratorium to be rescinded. We're pushing for Executive Order 202-28 to be rescinded. We want that gone. But until that happens, landlords, be very careful here in New York State. If you file an eviction prior to August 20th, if they allow you, from June 22nd on, if they allow you to do that, and it's proven in court that the tenant was facing a financial hardship, was collecting unemployment, or eligible for unemployment, your case could be dismissed, and you have to start all over again. Well, here's why we have a problem with that, as does everybody else. The problem with that is that allow the landlords to at least file the eviction and get a court date for a future appearance, even if it is after August 20th. Allow that to happen. Allow them to be put in queue so that their case will be heard. But to turn around and say no filings whatsoever until after August 20th is one heck of a burden on landlords. There are many municipalities out there that meet so infrequently that for some of these landlords, their cases will not be heard until October, November, and hopefully not into December. But it could happen that way. Don't allow this to happen. Allow them to at least file these eviction cases. Our team is against all these eviction moratoriums, and all of us been going on against landlords. We're against it. But we're not the only ones. There have been lawsuits filed from coast to coast against local municipalities all the way up to the states, all over. And the main crux, the main arguments that have been presented in these lawsuits, which we have looked at and reviewed, is this. The main argument is this. Wait a minute. I'm going to tease you. Our next video is going to be dedicated exclusively to reviewing these lawsuits, explaining and showing to all of you what the main arguments are that we believe will have a lasting impact favorably to landlords against these governments that have imposed these very staunch and awful restrictions on landlords. When you watch this video, you're going to get angry. You're going to get frustrated. But we implore you to take that anger and frustration and hire a law firm. Go to your landlord associations and maybe file class action lawsuits together so that when all of this is done, we don't have a little ripple across the ocean. We have a tidal wave of anger and discontent of lawsuits from coast to coast that will let the governments know what you have done to landlords is wrong. It is wrong, and we are fighting back. We are trying to save what it is that is ours. That video is upcoming very, very shortly. With unemployment dropping and people going back to work, we ask that these cases be heard expeditiously, that the decisions of the court be heard expeditiously and granted. Landlords need to recover their property. Landlords need to get cash flow going again in their properties. Landlords need to make their investments viable. Without this action, without the courts allowing evictions to happen, it's going to ruin the economy, not only in New York State, but all over. It's going to have a lasting effect, not only on landlords, but on tenants. Because if landlords lose their properties, you may have big organizations coming in, fixing up the property so perfect and so beautiful that the rents will go up. And when the rents go up, some of these tenants that you want to protect are going to be factored out of an apartment. Landlords, subscribe to our channel. Leave comments below, we respond to them. Hit the notification bell. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you feel. Share this video with others. There's more videos to come, as you well know. Many more to come. As we've said before, the Landlord Advocates is here to help you become a better landlord. Thank you.